is the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, 47.
Hey, guys, check me out.
26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
26.
Now the first and goal for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Baby, not today.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Good breakup, baby. All day. Keep breaking them balls up. Got him.
Let's go,
Run
let's go.
play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going top shelf and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Let's go, let's go.
So from Cowboy territory
Takes two
now,
of 'em.
here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Snickers, 66.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Takes both of them.
Whip. Watch the whip.
You good? He coming across?
Big edge.
Snickers, you got to spin.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Let's go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Set. Blue 30.
Check Mike 54. Line 54.
Snickers, you got to spin. Blue 30.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Go. Snickers, 66.
Watch the slant.
Double bump. Focus.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. First carry for James Conner, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Double. Snickers, 66.
They'll run him now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Good job, guys.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, keep it up.
4 down.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Prescott now out to his left. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now out come the Steelers. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
He's crashing.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Good job, guys.
Alert 3.
8.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play down. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 47 yards.
Let's go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check. Fresno.
Focus. Gotta go.
Slam.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Check. Hot route. Hot.
Show that bench release and go.
Check. Watch 54. Stop your whining.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On second down, Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go. Wide 80. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Tight right.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now he's forced out left. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Prescott on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Hayward able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Tight end right.
Here we go. Wide.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
You got 3 down.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
To throw is Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Black 80.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cowboys have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Strong left, strong left, strong left.
Again to Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. First down, Prescott steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And they set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Monday, Snickers, 66.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Okay, baby, I see you.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Under crunch, under crunch.
Show that bench release and go. Hurry up, let's go! Kings.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
All right, here we go.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDonald. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Roethlisberger now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going to throw deep for the end. And it's hauled in by Rodgers for a Steeler touchdown. Eli Rodgers, 27 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Able to slither by. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once it took...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. A second down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Third and long for Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's James. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
22, 44.
Hatch it. Check. Lucky. Mike's 54.
They run with Connor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Let's go, fellas.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing a running game.
Over the middle here to Brown.
Let's go.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, well, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Toss play, Connor. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Connor. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands,
let's go.
Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
55's Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go.